a show where we talk about fishing things called.
What? Hey guys, welcome to What? Today, here on Fish Lake Country, we're going to talk about spring baits, baits you can use in the spring. And I'm going to kind of jump through this pretty fast, guys, to keep the video so it's not so long, so you'll stay with me to the end. If you haven't subscribed to Fish Lake Country, go ahead and do it now. Hit that subscribe button. Guys, I want to grow this channel, and somebody asked me, and I ran into on the street the other day, said, does it cost to subscribe? No. It doesn't cost to subscribe, guys. You just hit that subscribe button. What happens is when you go on YouTube, it'll notify you, and it'll come up on your home screen. Okay. I get this question all the time, what to throw in the spring. What's some good baits to throw now? As I'm kicking around the area here, people know that I fish a lot, and I guide part-time. They ask me this question a lot. So that's why I thought about doing this video, because I had somebody ask me that this morning. I fished today a little bit, and the water's 49 right now, guys, and it's trying to warm, but it's heavily stained some places. I went to a part of the lake with the clearest water they had. Usually it's clear even when the rest of the lake is trashed. We've had rains this September every week, I think every week. I don't think we've missed a week, seriously. And the lake is pretty bad. But if you got some wind like it was today, it got really windy. I had to try to hide a little bit. You're not going to beat a spinnerbait. But guys, let me say this. Stained water. Here's what I'm trying to help you. Stained water, go brighter. Clear water, go clear. Like this is red and watermelon. I've had a lot of good luck with this one. Lake Anna, this has been a good one for me years back. That red in it. I used to throw mixed combination blades with gold and silver. I like one of both. You notice that? And let me say this about the spinnerbait, guys. Don't throw it out there and just reel it back. The bass are trying to position themselves right now. I'm going to say 3 foot of water to 6. And they're getting places around rocks, mostly. Places they can absorb some heat. They're laying treetops and that type of thing. But if they're in 6, 7 foot of water, when you throw this spinnerbait out and start it from the bank, if you just reel it back to the boat and the bass is down here, you're just going to watch it go by. They're not putting a lot of energy in there. Summertime, you might run up here and grab it. Once you start it back from the bank, this is why they call a slow roller spinnerbait. You'll be saying, oh, you want a slow roller spinnerbait? What they mean is, to that is, you throw it up on the bank, you start it down, try to keep the bait in your mind. Think about the bait. Try to keep it a foot off the bottom. So as you're coming toward the boat, and it's getting deeper, you're sitting in 10 foot, once you get it started, stop every once in a while. And it'll do this, it'll helicopter down. Just stop. 1, 2, 3, cut the back 4 or 5. And start again. Don't get too fast. Slow roll it. You'd be surprised when you stop. As soon as you start, you're feeling load up on it. Because he sees it falling. Or he falls down in front of him. And when you start again, he picks it up. Okay? That's what you want to do. A lot of times they'll run up behind it and you'll feel your line come to you. But that's how we catch a lot of the bigger bass here. Keep it deep. Keep it deep as you start it. Work it deeper. These are, you want a 1/2 ounce or a 3/8? I like this. I think this is a half. That's a 3/8. You want that size? Some people go heavier, and that's fine if you need a heavy one. Like with jigs, I know a lot of people use a 1/2 ounce jig. I very seldom use a half ounce jig in the spring. Summertime, when I'm going to fish deeper, I do. All right, a chatterbait would be a good one. Now I'm not going to spend a lot of time with the chatterbait. I got a what on chatterbaits. It was last week. Go back and watch it. Okay, I even show you how to make your own. Another thing we're throwing here a lot now is red colored crankbaits. Now see, this is kind of a brownish orange red. That's a sproul. That's a good one. The Berkeley, the diggers. That's kind of a orange with the little sharp trees on it. Because you know you got stained water. That's good. Now, if you got clear water, something like this is good. This is a flicker shad, Berkeley. All right, and they make these in a lot of colors, guys. You got a little stain. These are good baits. These little small shad style baits, this is a Rapala. This is the standard. This is what started the whole thing. Everybody's been copying them, Rapala. That's a gold black. That's a good one when the water's got some stain on a cloudy day. Now let me mention that. Cloudy day, gold's good. Chartreuse is good on cloudy days. Bright sunny day, stay with silver. Alright? If the water's clear, this is a Berkeley bad shad. You're going to see through it. Good. Clear water, like we have right now, this is no good to me. I would throw the gold one or this one right here in Lake Gaston now. Alright? What else in crankbaits? Ones that makes the noise, right? This is a 6-cent quake. That's fine. Again, see how bright that is? That's what you want to throw in the water, has some stain. If you got some clear water, the old Bill Lewis, I've got these in about 20 colors. This is probably the best color there is. This is a bleeding one. You don't have to have a bleeding one, but chrome and blue, chrome and black, and gold with the black. Now, many a tournament's been won on this lake with those two colors. Blue silver, gold and black. Many a tournament. Water's clear, silver. Bright silver, bright day, silver. Cloudy day, the gold. Water got some stain to it, the gold. If you got clear water, this is a Strike King. Now this is a 2-tap. No, this ain't the 2-tap. I got a 2-tap. I thought I picked a 2-tap. This is a regular one. They got a 2-tap too. But anyway, all of them have a little different sound too. So sometimes the sound will make a difference if you fishing around a lot of pressure, you know. Right? So don't be afraid to try different ones, guys. Different rattle traps. You should have a couple, maybe 2 different brands, and try them. And that's what fishing is. It'd be catching if we just went after caught them every time. You got to find them very where they're at. And sometimes they're hard to find. Right now, with the water temperature moving, they're very hard to find. When you find them, you usually catch 2 or 3, but they can be hard to find. Now, what else do I like to throw? Jerkbaits. One of my favorite things to do. This is a Lucky Strike RC stick. It's made with Rick Clun's stick. Again, it's called an STX, I think that's what it's called. This is a Megabass. I hope I said that right. This is a Megabass 110. Vision 110. The Vision 110 is my favorite. It's $25. These are like, I think you can get these at Walmart for $8 or $9. But I'm going to tell you the difference. I've probably bought 10 or 12 of these. I got about 6 or 7 of them that I use. The rest of them I gave away or threw away. And the reason why, you'll buy one once in a while, you can drop it in the water side of the boat and it sinks like a lead weight. I could use it for a lead weight in front of my Texas rig. Seriously, they sink that fast. I just throw them away. What are you going to do with them? Take hooks off of them sometimes. Sometimes the hooks ain't that good. These have decent hooks on them. And you do want to check it, guys. I'm not going to get into all that. Titan Bassin covers all that. If you don't like your hooks, change them. Usually, the original hooks on these, I've had no problem. I heard them say they changed them. I've had no problem with them. I've caught 4 or 5 pound bass. I have no problem with them. If you're catching monsters in California, maybe we don't have that many monsters here. Y'all seen a couple 7-pounders I've caught, haven't you? But if you don't get rough on them, you got time to reel them in. Don't horse them. They usually hold. If I think there's a problem, I change them. If I think they're weak, I change them. If I break one, I change them. That's what I carry. I keep extra treble hooks. But I don't change them right off the bat. Actually, I think these right here are pretty decent hooks. They feel like good hooks. You can pull on them. If you can't bend them, you're alright. But anyway, squirrel. The Mega 10, Mega Bass, I think for the money, they're tire. But you buy them out of the box, they will suspend. You can jerk them in clear water and watch it. When he stops, they stop and they sit there and they quiver just a little bit. They don't sink. They don't rise. They usually sit right there. Now, there is a difference. The warmer the water gets, these baits, any of them, have a tendency to sink. They're made for cold water. They're made to spin in cold water. So if you get them up like in 70 to 65 degrees, 70 degree water, you might see a little difference in them. These will actually sink in warmer water. Even the ones I have that work good, when the water gets warmer, they'll sink a little bit. Guys, I throw these up even after the spawn. After the bass spawn, and they'll start schooling a little bit, right? I throw my schoolers. Right? This is a 110 plus. This goes a little deeper. Excuse me, guys. Let me grab the tea real fast. A little dry. Gotta have my tea. I'm from the South, guys. Gotta have my sweet tea. Now, 2 things I left out here. Some of y'all probably never thrown them. This is a hidden, get my hands on it. Hooks are sharp now. Hidden sonar. Now, guys, I'll tell you one thing. I haven't changed it. I hear the guys say that too. Change these out. I haven't changed them out. I have no problem with them. If I have a problem, I'll change them. Silver Buddy, the original Silver Buddy, is what started it all. And this is called a Volt. It's made by Dominki. This is my favorite. Yeah, it's realistic looking, isn't it? And they make these a lot of beautiful colors. This is a 1/2 ounce one. These are great also for vertical jigging. If you get into stripers and stuff, if you check into it, a lot of guys that striper fish, that's what they use to vertical jig with. Guys, these things are so popular, most of the time you go in tackle warehouse, they don't have them. If they do, they won't have 2 or 3 colors. I went on a couple times, they didn't have them. But they work good. Again, I've showed you a lot of baits. The hardest part about fishing is knowing what to throw at the right time. That's the toughest thing. And that's what I told you. If the wind's blowing, you got chop on the water, spinnerbait, crankbait, rattle trap. Good time to throw those. Early in the morning, it's a good time to throw spinnerbait. First hour or so, you get daylight. If the water's dirty, the rattle traps and stuff, they're going to be good all day. And dirty, the water's really dirty. So is a spinnerbait. If you got really dirty water, it's going to stay in water, it's going to be good all day. The jerk baits usually are better in clear water. Okay? Does that help you? Jerk baits are usually better in clear water. I've got some clown colors and stuff. Clown colors are the ones that have the red on them and the chartreuse, if you got a little stain. But usually in clear water, it's better. And when it's really calm, I throw this again. The little Ned rig. Now y'all thinking that's a little fella. But I'm going to cut this video right here and I want to show you a bass I caught on this little Ned rig. Alright guys, Mason's going to pull this bass. I caught a decent bass here just a minute ago and my camera would not come on, and guess what? I didn't have a card in my camera. So we stuck him in the live well and we're going to release him. He's been in about 10 minutes. I had to load my camera. So Mason's going to pull him out there. What y'all think of that one? So let's let's see here. Which isn't about weighing him, Mason. What do you think he weighs, Mason? 4. Mason said he weighs 4 pounds. Remember, there it is. I was gonna say, well, I done my scales. Let's
hold that up.
Wait a minute. I'm in scales 00. Okay, here we go. The guys, this scale reads in tenths of an ounce. He's 5 pounds, 5.4, 5.8. Hold still, Dennis. He's 5.5, so that means he weighs 5.5 pounds, guys. He's 5 pounds, 8 ounces. 5 pounds, 8 ounces.
Look, there's a side over here.
So, look at the belly on that one. What do y'all think about that belly on that one? 5 pounds, 8 ounces, guys. Alright, you know what the funnest part about fishing? I was talking to a guy about deer hunting just yesterday at Walmart, a friend of mine, and he said the worst part about deer hunting is you can't let them go. Once you shoot them, you gotta skin them and you gotta drag them out of the woods. And okay, guys, my camera cut off on me, so I put that bass in right there so y'all can see him. But this is what I caught him on. I didn't have my camera going when I caught the fish. I put him in the live well of the boat and had my little buddy with me, my neighbor kid. He's 13. He fishes with me a couple times a month, and we just put him in the live well. Put him out of the live well. I let him home, take a picture of him. He was 5 pounds, 8 ounces. All right. So, will a big bass bite such a little bait? Yeah. Okay, and that's what I had on it with the chartreuse tail. These are green pumpkin solid. I had green pumpkin chartreuse tail. I told y'all that. If you go check, I have another what on the Ned rig. In that video, I tell you that these are hard to beat. I hear guys saying, "Oh, I use the Z-Man stuff." I love it too. I like the Z-Man, but I use all of it. But there's times that these 3-inch Senkos will outproduce everything else I got. They're better than the TRD at times, whatever. I know the TRD floats, but I don't think that's all that important. Because if you look at a crawfish, I used to catch crawfish all the time in the stream out of my home. I was raised on a farm. We had a river and we seined the crawfish used to be bait. So I've used them many a times, and I've sit down in the water and watched them in the water, you know, at the creek with the creek's clear, and I sit there and watch them. Crawfish crawls along the bottom, and you put your hand in the water and make a fuss at him, he takes off fast backwards. But he don't take off like this. He doesn't stop like that. He runs along the bottom and runs up underneath the rock. So, for the bait to stand straight up, to me, it's not that important. It might draw attention for the bass better, that type of thing. And what I like about it, when it stands up, you can take, if you pour your line tight and just barely move your line, you can make it rock. You can make it rock in place without even moving it. So that's what's good about it to me, about the buoyancy. But what's the best thing about the Z-Man baits? They last forever. That's the best thing about them. They're very durable. Okay, guys, one thing I will share with you. Two things. We was talking about crankbaits. I had this one on my rod. You can't go wrong with the red crankbait in the spring. That's the flat-sided Strike King. A lot of companies make a flat-sided bait. Bomber makes them. The flat-sided bait is good in the spring. It has a different wobble to it. This is just a loose crankbait rod. It's 7 foot. Got an old Corrado on it from the 90s. I think I bought this reel like 92 to 94. Still using it. It's a 200 size. I got 10-pound line on it. Great reel. It's made thousands of casts, guys. You know, I'm 22. So I've been fishing a long time. It's made thousands of casts. Jerkbait fishing. Now this is a I don't forgot what brand jerkbait that is. It's called a Revenge 110. It's a good bait too. It's kind of expensive, but I showed you I think the two best. The two best, in my opinion, if you're going to build a budget, it's ST stick, and if you really want to put some money into them, is that 110. That and the Rapala for the money. That's a Rapala plus one. The Rapala's Shad Raps are fine too. If I showed you that or not, but if I didn't, there you go. I've caught a lot of fish on the Shad Raps too. But my favorite is the S10 and the ST stick. Like I say, you just got to dig through them. And colors don't make that difference, guys. This is I think it's called Wachusaku or something like that. That's my favorite. It's got a gold back, a little purple on its tail. You can see through it a little bit. Just something like that in clear water. This is Tennessee shad. If you got little stained water, this is lightly stained, and if it's more than that, you're not going to throw a jerkbait anyway. So you don't need a bright color in a jerkbait, I don't think. Like I said, this has got a little sexy shad silver, got just a little chartreuse on. That's why I was throwing this today. Where I was fishing the water, I could see my trolling motor if I looked in the water. That's how I determine how dirty the water is. If you can't see your trolling motor, it's pretty dirty in it. But most of our lake, you can't see your trolling motor. You're going to see about 4 inches. Down where I was that day, you could see about 2 foot. So I was throwing jerkbaits on. Didn't catch anything on, but I was throwing it. This is Berkeley Iconelli rods series. It's made for jerkbaits. I use this for flukes and stuff. I've got a lot of bass on this rod. I love it. I got a Corrado on it. I've had it about 3 years. It's just a perfect jerkbait rod. It's 6'4". That's all it is. Now, guys, it's 6'4". I don't want to go into the thing. I'm gonna do a thing about rods one of these days and what. So I don't get too far into it. Buy a rod. I've said this before. Buy a rod that's comfortable to you. If you're 5'5", you don't need an 8-foot rod because it's not gonna feel comfortable to you. Buy a rod that's comfortable to you. And a jerkbait rod, you don't want a real long rod because you work it. How do you work a jerkbait? You hold the rod down at the water, right? And you pull it to you. So you can't have too long of a rod. You'll be beating the water with your rod tip, right? That 6'4" is perfect. It does perfect for me. I'm 5'7", so it does perfect for me. Well, guys, I hope that helps you. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I want to grow this channel. I'm getting a lot of views on certain videos. I had like 7,000 views last month. And if I'm getting 7,000 views, I'm under 200 subscribers. So a lot of y'all guys are not subscribing. It doesn't cost you a penny. You hit that subscribe button. When you cut your YouTube channel on and you click on YouTube, and your thing loads on your channel, on your homepage, I'll be right there. And your little bell will come up and say, hey, Fishing Lake Country just loaded a new video. That's what subscribing means. It will help me, guys. I know I see people that comment like, they always ask subscribe. That's how we grow. Guys, we got to get big, channels got to get bigger. And I love to retire to this one day, to where I get a point where all I do is make videos and I can quit working. I'm a paint contractor and I like to get to where I can just do YouTube. So that's my goal in the future. And I need y'all's help. My name is Dennis. Appreciate you subscribing and appreciate you watching and being part of this channel. I hope I showed you something to give you an idea if you're going fishing this weekend, because I'm going to load this week and get you going. And you think, well, it's coming a weekend. I got some things to try. I got some ideas to try. Because maybe I showed you something you never thought about trying before. If you never threw a jerk bait before, guys, they catch fish. Again, not one bait I showed you, you can go out and just fish with that one bait. If you just take a spinnerbait and fish with it all day, you might catch a few fish. It's a good chance you're going to catch a few fish. If you go throw this jerkbait up, you got clear water, might catch a few fish. There's a good chance you can catch a fish. But what I'm trying to say is you got to learn when to throw the right bait. That's the toughest part about fishing. Watch the weather, watch how clear the water is, what time of day it is. What are the bass doing? Do you think they're shallow? If they're in 8 foot less of water, you can catch them on a jerkbait. If the water's clear, you can catch them on a jerkbait. But again, the water's choppy, you can throw a spinnerbait. That's a good time to throw it. That's what you got to think about when you're out there, guys. I'm trying to help you. We'll see you next time right here on Fishing Lake Country.